Hey guys, it's your girl DJ Simz, and I'm here with DJ Limelight today for the culture.
That's right, we've got two special guests, good friends of ours. We're talking Muki and Haseeb Haze in the building. I need everyone in the room to give him a clap.
Thank you. Big up my broski.
How's life treating you?
Yeah, good man. Can't complain, my bro. Can't complain. Everything's been going well. Haseeb?
Yeah, got married last year, and then I had a little one this year. So
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. So that's kept me a bit busy. That's, kept me away from music for a bit.
Amazing.
But yeah, now we're back in full effect. Got this album dropping soon as well. So yeah, you got a lot to hear from us. A lot.
I think we're definitely excited to hear what is about to come in a new album and everything.
Yeah.
But if we're going to just take it back into like how you guys actually got into music, I mean, that's a whole story in itself. Like, what actually influenced you both to get into music initially?
To be fair, it all kicked off for us during COVID times. Everyone is at home, so we kind of took advantage of the music. And yeah, we just kickstarted from COVID. And since then, we've just been releasing music, songs after songs after songs.
No, but you've been doing music way before that.
Say that again?
You've been doing music for way before.
Yeah, I've done music like years back.
So don't forget where you come from as well.
No, 100%. Originally, I started music like 12 years ago.
Because I remember I had a booking in a Mela once, and you was wearing Shawaka music.
No, I wasn't very... I know what you're talking about. Literally, like 12 years back, on the day that I performed at the Mela, I was getting married on that day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's
so,
dedication, though.
Yeah, literally, so I performed, and then in the evening, it was my wedding, so a lot of people who've heard about it, they're like, yo,
that's crazy, seriously.
Seriously.
So you was there with Medicine Tricks performing, and then you went and got married after.
Literally that, yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But back then you was making different types of music. What was like the turning point for you, Muki? Because obviously you're older than Haseeb. Haseeb's, coming to the game later on, but like you transitioned your sound quite a bit.
Yeah. Like I was saying, like we started back like 12 years ago, and then I took a break when I got married. And during COVID times, we decided to come back, and we did come with our own sound as well. It's like a trap sound, so we kind of fusioned it with
Punjabi songs and
it
stuff.
just kick-started from there, to be fair. We just took advantage of that COVID time, that moment, so we kind of grasped that. And since then, it's been amazing, the journey we've been on.
And I'm sure everyone would like to know as well, because you've been obviously in the game before, took a break, and then came back. But how did you guys actually meet each other and collaborate?
That story, I would love to see you to tell that story.
So, from a young age, I've always loved singing Punjabi, Bollywood songs and stuff like that. I've always been a big fan. And from Birmingham, from where we're from, there wasn't anybody doing that. Like I'm talking 10, 12 years ago, there wasn't anybody doing that apart from him and Sparkerman. Them two were like a duo type of thing. And I always looked up to that, like, okay, this brother's from Ends kind of thing. And he's doing Bollywood music, Punjabi music. Like, at that time, it was more like a shameful thing. Like around the boys kind of thing, but
it's more about the area we come from.
Yeah. But I feel like because of him, I kind of started thinking about, wait, I could, consider doing this, at some point in my life kind of thing. And then what happened was, many years down the line, obviously I still used to listen to his music and stuff. I can't remember what it was. We just got into contact somehow. We linked up, and the first night we linked up, we made our first song together. Yeah. And that's the one we ended up dropping together. It done
and
really
that done well for us, and everything.
Just organically in the studio.
Organic, bro.
So organic.
Literally.
So we linked up initially just to become acquaintances kind of thing, to become friends. Yeah. But we clicked so well. And
but
so
Muki, what made you link up with Haseeb? Did you hear music of it?
You know what's mad? I actually seen Haseeb before we linked up a few times, because Haseeb used to be a photographer at the start, and I must have seen him at one of my friends' wedding. Yeah. And I remember I used to see his post a lot on Instagram. He's always posting, singing live, and I've always thought this kid's got a great voice, you get me? And then eventually I seen him that one time, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna hit him up. And I hit him up and I said to him, you know what, we should connect. Let's get in the studio and let's do something. And literally, I'm not even lying, we put the first beat on. We didn't even flick through beats, did we? Nah. We just found the first beat, we put it on, and after that it was just...
Not to make it sound like a mad thing, but it was kind of like meant to be.
Yeah,
I was about to say, it was like love at first sight.
That, but in a brother's
of course.
Nah, we literally connected like that, bro. It's like we knew each other for ages.
It was instant.
But also, Muki, like, you know, working with Sparker
Yeah.
and growing up in Birmingham,
Yeah.
Most Asian guys that get into music, as Haseeb said, will
Yeah.
be into the rap thing. You know, did that ever cross your mind to get into like rapping, or was it always like, you know what, I sing better than I rap, or I don't really like rapping, I prefer being a vocalist and I want to focus on that? What was your angle?
You know what, Limes, I've always, like, from young, been told I've got a good voice. So, like, whenever I used to be at home, I used to just sing to myself and stuff. And I've never really looked at rapping like that. I knew people who were rapping, but I've always known that my lane was singing. And I just, to be fair, I stuck to that.
It's what you enjoy.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's what you feel like you enjoy doing. That's what you want to do.
Yeah,
I
exactly,
think,
exactly.
You know, ultimately.
So, yeah.
And both of you being South Asian, obviously that heavily influences the music that you guys make. Do you kind of feel that responsibility to like represent that through your music?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
100%.
Like, I don't know if it branches off your question, but modesty and stuff like that. Like, from where we come from, we don't really do the whole nude kind of scene, that kind of stuff. And, you know, and even when it comes to talking about certain things, me and Muki have been with rappers, like we've done songs with rappers in the past, and we've always been like, okay, maybe not speak about that, maybe not speak about this. We're always very selective with what is said in the songs, how the songs look on the music videos and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely.
Talking about the album, I mean, do you feel like the album was something that needed to be released now? Do you feel like it was overdue?
Yeah, I would say it was overdue, because we've been talking about doing the album for the last, like, 2 years, I'll say.
If we was to speak about some of the songs that are in the album and how long we've been sitting on these songs, it's, some people might even call it stupid, like, why are you sitting on songs for this long kind of thing, but we kind of, we wanted to give this as a whole, as one package type of thing, but yeah.
Sometimes, as you know as well, life takes over. I've got 2 kids myself, so that keeps me busy as well. So yeah, and at the same time, you've had a kid this year. I've had a situation where I lost my cousin like 8 months ago.
I remember,
so that kind of delayed us with our music. But yeah, I feel like it's meant to be. At the time it's meant to be, it will be. Like, we did plan to drop something last year. We've been talking for about 2 years, but we were planning to drop last year. It didn't happen, but yeah, we're here now.
Very, both of us are optimistic people. Very
here now,
optimistic.
I'm always
any ups and downs we have, we always like, okay, we can. It doesn't matter. We can hold it down, give it a month or two, and then we can restart or start dropping and stuff like that. We don't really get like, it's not important to drop and be active and this that to us as it may be to other people, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you've been doing it for a minute, and I think people understand what you lot are about, and you have those classic tunes that people like to see you lot perform live. But you mentioned losing your cousin. I remember it like it was yesterday, and I was very worried about you, because I feel like, when, especially for men, like when you lose someone so close to you, it's something that we don't really speak about. We kind of just get on with it.
Yeah, I guess that's just.
What was the process like for you at that
I guess,
time?
like you said, you just hit the nail on his head. It's like men deal with it in their own way, in their own time. Like, I'm not the kind of guy to express my emotions to everyone. I'll probably in my own time, deal with whatever. But that's life, innit? I guess
just
everyone.
to give you an insight of who he's talking about as well, this is someone, Muki's lifestyle is not, nobody can keep up with that. Like, it's mental, his sleeping routines, the way he works, he's absolutely superhuman. And there's no other way to explain it. But when his cousin passed away, this person was someone that used to speak to every night, like from 12 o'clock till 2, 3, while he's doing his thing, working or mixing, whatever he's doing, he'll be on the phone. It was an everyday type of thing.
Yeah.
It's it's almost
He was
like
a part of the calls as well. So many occasions.
yeah, like we used to all have like 3-way, 4-way, 5-way calls, all the boys on WhatsApp video. You can see everybody and you're just having a bit of a laugh. And this was someone who was really, really, really close to him. Like,
And I guess when you go through these experiences in life, it does kind of set you back a bit. But like I said, when it's meant to be, it will be. And I feel like now the album's coming out, we're looking to push it now. So yeah, man. And Zaf, he loved a couple of the tunes from the album, innit? So yeah, man. I'm looking forward to this album, bro. It's personally for anything, to be fair.
But I think to overcome all of that and still, have a big project that's releasing is amazing. I mean, like, for people who are even going through that, do you have any advice for them that might be going through it? And like, obviously you've not, I mean, to an extent, you've gone through what you've gone through, but
Yeah.
you're coming back harder with your album.
I always believe when you're going through something, just try to distract yourself. Try to do something that'll keep you going. Because I mean, if you're not doing something and you're just stuck in that bubble, there's only one way, and that's down. And, you know, from the area that we come from, and you know the times that we've seen, we've grew up in an area where we've seen hard times, bro. And any little bit of success and you know moments like this, I'm grateful forever, man.
We hold them
honestly.
really close to our hearts,
Honestly.
man. Every little part of the journey, there's been so many little things that have happened. We've always been very grateful for where we are, how we got there, and even for our relationship. I'm not even gonna lie, I've been so grateful for having like an older brother figure around to kind of steer me in the right direction, stuff like that. It works wonders. It honestly works wonders.
One thing I will say for anyone going through any kind of, you know, hard times, just stay focused. Stay focused. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't let yourself, you know, fall off. You know, sometimes when you're going through a bad patch, you know, you feel like you want to be alone. You're in a dark place, and you feel like no one's there for you. You can't be asked to do nothing. But you gotta get up and just put your energies towards something to distract yourself from whatever pain you got going. You know.
Yeah. Sure, like I think with you guys as well, doing the music that you do, what people really like about you guys, especially in the UK, with the UK Asian scene, is that they like the rawness and like the organicness of what you lot do as well. It's not like you've tried too hard to be yourselves or you're trying to be something that you're not. And I've noticed that. I remember being at we done a show together in Manchester. It was a club gig. And the music you guys do is predominantly quite slow and you know, it's based around kind of like love tunes and that kind of vibe, right?
Yeah.
But you lot shut down the club, like you lot were getting wheel ups, and there was like next artists there that you know had their time, I'd say, and they were like, "Yo, these guys got a whole different fan base. Like the way they've got their fan base is different." Like,
I can't lie, Limes. You know what? I gotta say this. A massive shout out to everyone who's been supporting us.
Oh,
man.
you know
the
what,
love that
honestly.
the love that we've been getting from people out there. It's been crazy, bro. Like literally crazy. It's been so much to like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But yeah, I do want to say a lot of love to everyone that's been supporting the journey, supporting the music, and there's a lot more coming for you guys, man. 100%.
And is there anyone that you guys like are wanting? I know you've got like an album coming out. Is there anyone that you like on there that you can like say that maybe you've collaborated with, or is it just
Yeah, we've done a song with Dr. Zeus. That's a big one still. So
yeah, we got Dr. Zeus.
We've got one with CJ as well, who's a very talented producer coming through as well. Big up to my brother Nazam as well, doing his thing. So there's quite a few exciting projects, different style of music. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to the people hearing 100%.
Yeah. You don't got your own fan base online as well. I see you got one guy called Mini Muki. Who is that?
Lives, I knew you were going to mention him. Nah, you know what?
How important is social media for you guys? Because I don't find that you guys are as active as other artists, but do you feel like you have to transition over time to be more active?
This week or the
know
last
what?
2 weeks that has been mentioned like how many times?
It's crazy that you said that, Limes, because we've been talking about this, haven't we, Haseeb? You know, literally this album, like, at the same time, because we've been delaying it, I feel like there's a lot more work that we can do. But I feel like that's kind of held us back a bit due to, obviously, circumstances in life and stuff. But yeah, man, bro, I feel like once this album's out, there's going to be a lot more coming. And we're going to be a lot more active with our socials and stuff. That's definitely going to happen soon. And that's something we've been
How
talking
important
about,
is
bro.
that now for you guys?
I feel like social media is everything nowadays, Simz, isn't it? You can agree, yeah? So literally everything we do, like social media, it goes through social media.
I feel like now it's about to start becoming important because we're realizing how good it actually is and how much you can actually push the content and
100%.
you know, stuff like that.
You got to take advantage of it, innit?
Yeah, I feel like we got a bit complacent.
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
But I think it's a perfect time because, you know, it's a perfect time to promote what's about to come.
Yeah.
You could get that viral like moment, maybe even on TikTok or Instagram, that everyone's just using the sound and it's cycling and it's like that makes a song get more hits anyway.
Yeah, you're right. We was literally talking about that in SC. We were saying that we do need to get a bit of content done for TikTok and stuff because not every song's gonna have a video. So it's only right that we make some kind of content for the songs that are not gonna have a video and just push them through TikTok, Instagram, Reels, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, well, I see a lot of people doing like, rather than doing music videos, they're doing like short form content on tunes as well. Like,
you just gotta use this social.
I think
media
that is starting to really work now. I'm seeing that everywhere. I am seeing that everywhere now, where people are, you know, the music video's out, but there's so many other videos of that artist singing in different places and stuff like that. It makes
sense, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. It does.
No, for sure. And let's talk about the live element, because I remember being at a wedding booking, and I think you performed.
Yeah, I think yourself and Simz was there as well, innit? In London.
Oh,
remember?
yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
Did a little set as well.
I remember when you walked in, there was someone else performing, and then everyone came over to you for pictures, and to wait for you to take your pictures before you continue performing.
You enjoyed that, didn't you?
You was getting a lot of love from, like,
you know, I appreciate the love.
audience.
Like, yeah, this happens every time, you know. Whenever me and Haseeb go anywhere in like Bradford, Manchester, London, the love we receive is next level, man. I gotta say.
But in terms of the live element, because I remember you were singing live, and it sounded just like the track, if not better.
My bro.
I mean, how important is the live element for you guys? And do you think artists should be taking live performances more serious? Do you think it depends on the type of artist that you are as well?
Yeah, I think it definitely depends on the kind of artist you are. Definitely. Why? Because of the whole mixing and mastering side of things. When people are using auto-tune and stuff like that, you can't replicate auto-tune no matter how good you are. That's just not going to happen. So, and then if you do end up getting a box with some auto-tune on there, and you're speaking with auto-tune, and you're talking to the fans, and you're like, what's going on? And the keys just going all over the place and stuff. I don't know how good and professional that's going to look, in my opinion. So back to your question, I do feel like it depends on the artist whether you should use a playback song or whether you should be singing live. I do believe that. 100%.
I agree with that as well.
100%.
But I think people really appreciate it when you are doing it live. For example, I think with you guys, like you have that
I agree
element.
with you, Simz. I do agree with you there, but I'm gonna have to disagree at the same time. Like, I agree, disagree kind of situation. Why? Because not every time, if I'm gonna go to watch one of my favorite singers in the world kind of thing, it's not that important for them to be singing live.
You don't care in the moment.
Like,
You just want to listen to the
You
song.
just want to listen to the song, vibe with them, and you know, I've seen people do that. Like, they're not singing, but they're just hyping up the crowd.
Yeah.
And that's done a madness. So I don't know, I honestly don't know.
I would like to do that at some point. You know, just live instruments and everything.
That would be amazing.
That would be something that I'd be looking into, 100%.
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't done that sooner, to be fair, like the whole live element.
I'm sure we was talking about this, Limes, innit? The live element of performances, was
I
it?
wasn't talking to you about it.
I think he can play the instruments.
Say that again,
He
sorry.
can play the
Yeah.
instruments.
What can he
for
play?
you.
Play the flute.
How about yourself, Simz? Can you play any instrument? Or
Piano.
okay, not bad.
She's terrible.
That means she's got potential of being a producer, then, yeah.
She's terrible at it. Terrible.
Now I gotta say though, I'm loving the work that you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you guys are doing as well. It's amazing, 100%.
Yeah, definitely. So let's talk more about the album, because I think that's very important. You guys hardly do interviews as well. You've done a few on the BBC and that on the radio.
This is the
for the podcast side of
I've never
things.
done one before.
Yeah, man, and I feel like it's we feel privileged to speak
have
to you
you.
guys.
It's
Yeah.
a pleasure for me to be here, man,
Yeah.
honestly.
But how does it feel that you're actually releasing an album together? Is there like a relief? Is there like a lot of weight off your shoulders, or do you feel like the grind starts now that you're releasing it?
Yeah, I think that's how we're feeling.
I feel like it's a relief of our shoulders as well. 'Cause
Yeah,
people
it's
always
a two in
thought
one.
that we're only doing mashups and stuff, yeah? Even though we've been doing originals.
Good point.
We've been doing originals, but I feel like they've been taking in our mashups a lot.
Yeah.
And some people kind of get confused. They think that we're just doing mashups. But this body of work, it defines obviously that we're doing original songs, and all the content is original anyway. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this, bro.
Like, it's got
This album means a
everything.
lot to me. Yeah,
A bit of Afro, a bit of hip hop, a bit of trap, a bit of the proper Asian Desi style stuff. It's got a bit of everything in there, so hopefully something gets taken in.
I'm intrigued to hear
I'm
the
looking
Afro.
forward to hearing that, yeah.
The Afro.
Even that, it's completely out of the box. It's like a heartbreak song on an Afro beat. It's like a mad combination.
That's
but
unique.
It actually goes. From what we've heard from other people when we've shown the album, we've got some positive feedback. From it,
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I'm really looking forward to hearing that one.
Thank you, Simz. Thank you.
Are there any like up and coming artists like within the South Asian scene that you guys have kind of seen about that you would love to work with, or like deserves more light in the scene?
That's a good question. That is Simz. Who would you say, Haseeb?
For the last year, I've been so quiet. And when I say quiet, I mean I've not even had time to be on my phone like that. So I don't know what's going on in the scene too tough. I'm not gonna lie. I genuinely don't.
I mean, there's a lot of upcoming talent who sound really good. But if I was to pick, if you were to ask me who's my favorite artist that I listen to right now, hands down, Goran Ojala.
Yeah.
I think that guy is just way ahead of his time, and he's sick. Hats off to
Yeah, he's been
Goran
killing
Ojala,
it for
man.
He's
a
been
hot
killing
minute.
it,
Yeah.
So is that someone you're listening to in the car? On the
Yeah,
regs?
bro. Yeah, man.
Definitely.
You can't go wrong with these songs. Overall, I'm liking all the music that's coming out of the Punjabi scene right now. You know, I feel like there's levels to this right now, man.
It's definitely growing.
Yeah, definitely,
Big time.
definitely,
Big
bro.
time.
Do you guys feel like you've influenced a lot of other singers to want to sing more rather than going down the UK rap route? Because I feel that.
Okay. What do you
I
think?
don't know. I actually don't know.
I feel like when we did start singing, there was a couple of youngsters that were
They were trying to be like you.
kind
They were
of trying to replicate the style and
They were
stuff.
trying to copy you.
But like, I don't look at that as a bad thing, though. I look at it like they're just inspired by the music, innit?
I would say a lot of people are inspired by you, for
Yeah.
sure.
I look at it like that. I
I
wouldn't.
feel like we used to get gassed.
Yeah, I wouldn't look at that like, yo, you're copying my style. Like,
Yeah, no.
I look at that as, you know what, fair play, man. You're getting
Are you lying?
inspired
Are
by
you
the
being-
style.
are you being genuine?
Nah, seriously, bro.
You know, as humble as he seems, he's a lot more humbler than that.
Nah, my
And that's not even me taking it.
my bro.
I'm
I
being
appreciate
honest.
you.
I'm genuinely being honest.
Nah,
He's
real
too humble,
talk,
bro.
real talk, man. And I think you can hear that in the music as well. I think the angles and what you lot represent is very, very unique. And we're very excited for this year. I feel like even after this album, I feel like you guys are going to build momentum to release a lot more music. I'm guessing that's the plan as well.
That is the plan. That is the plan. We just gotta get this album out, and even after that album, like the stuff that we've been cooking in the studio, the stuff that we've got to come after that album, Limes. I gotta show you that, man.
I
I'm
feel
pretty
like
sure Simz will probably like it too. Yeah, there's a lot of upbeat songs in there as well.
I feel like the potential of me and him together as a duo is coming to the surface now. So all that time it was like a learning curve, trial and error type of thing. And now I feel like we know what sound we're good on, what sound we want us, we want the world to hear us in, and now we're ready to kind of create. If
You know
that
what it
makes
is? I
any
feel
sense.
like our market is mainly pain songs, isn't it? When it comes to pain
Heartbreak songs.
they love the heartbreak songs, isn't it? But like, as an artist, you want to do different stuff, you know? Even though they're taking in the heartbreak songs, I feel like we still want to do upbeat songs, man. When we're going to shows, we can spin these upbeat songs. And yeah, man, I feel like we are going to start pushing a lot more upbeat songs, 100%.
Yeah, no, we're looking forward to it. What's the name of the album?
that time.
That time.
That time. Yeah.
It is that time for sure.
That time.
Nah, it's been a pleasure speaking to you, bro.
And yourself, bro.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, it's been
Simz,
good
Thank
vibes.
you so
pleasure.
much
Thank
for
you for
coming
having us.
on.
I want to ask a
today.
Thank
couple
you for
real
having
quick
us.
questions, quick fire ones. Bro. Who would win in a fight between you, bro?
Oh my days, don't nah. I can never touch it, man. Nah, but yeah, I would like to say that time album should be coming out in the next few weeks. Yeah, like I said before so many times, we appreciate the love everyone's been showing, and we hope that you do take this album in and enjoy it. So yeah, man, looking forward to all of you hearing it.
Yeah, man.
Big shout out to the guy in the back as well, produced a few on the album. Big shout out to Sam K. Big shout out
Big
to my
up.
brother Nazam.
Yeah, big up Nazam as well. Big up Sam K. Big up CJ.
Big up CJ.
Big up CJ.
Another very, very talented producer.
Big up Jogger Jeezy as well.
Joga Jeezy, you know what? He's got a heart of gold, bro.
No, he
He's got a
does.
heart
He
of
should be
gold.
here right now.
Nah, we'll call
Is he
him.
coming? Is he
Life
actually?
of the-
Okay.
Life of the party.
Oh, that would have
Life
been a
of the
party if he came now.
He's the life of the party, man.
Nah, big up, boys, man.
Thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you, Simz.
Okay, John.
Limes, you know how it is, bro. Thank you for having us.